Grand Rising Soul Fam. So I am coming on today to share from the Tao Oracle by Ma Deva Padma. Today contemplating Gene Key 25, which is the shadow of constriction, the gift of acceptance, the divine expression of universal love. So let's check out what it says. Here we get this beautiful little picture here. The keyword in the hexagram is innocence. One of my sisters just welcomed her new baby boy into the material realm yesterday, so loving this. Couple keywords: a trusting nature, originality, spontaneity, open-heartedness, simplicity, the unexpected, what will bloom from the crown chakra, a rebirth of our innocence. So here we go. Innocence in an adult is not the same thing as gullibility or naivete. Rather, it's a quality that comes with maturity and rises out of a lifetime's experience that trusting in the heart for guidance always proves to be the best way to deal with life's ups and downs. Innocence is the ability to pay attention to the inner voice of intuition and to spontaneously respond to life unfolding in the now. An innocent person doesn't attempt to be an all-knowing authority and has no interest in carrying the weight of knowledge learned from other sources. He or she learns by living each moment to the fullest and is enthusiastic and inspired by even the most ordinary occurrences. One who is innocent has the refreshing, childlike quality that emanates from unaffected simplicity, unconcerned by the need to prove anything. It's a wholesome quality, not childish or needy. It is to be content with being for the sake of simply being, complete in itself. Babies and very young children radiate this quality. Everything is new to them, and they are continuously fascinated and in wonder. They have not yet been programmed to have preferences, be fixated on ideals, or strive to achieve goals. And while it might be necessary to develop some armor to deal with the world, the problem is that by the time we've outgrown the need to protect ourselves, we've lost touch with this innocent quality and don't know how to go back to retrieve it. Because of our training and education, the mind can be militantly forceful in trying to convince the innocent self that it's far too vulnerable to withstand the trials and tribulations of life. If you allow yourself to succumb to that belief, then it becomes necessary to strategize how to protect investments, elevate your status in relationship to others, or make improvements to your persona. Plotting your moves through life based on fears and investments of the ego denies you the ability to respond spontaneously to the new and curbs your freedom to move without the burdens of past successes and failures. If you find yourself rationalizing your behavior, trying to cover your tracks in order to save face, it's time to renew your acquaintance with your innocent self. Only by trusting life, being open and available to it, can you ever taste delight. And being delighted simply means joyfully experiencing the unexpected. Now is the time to approach each situation as it comes and be responsive to even the most subtle influences. Not out of the need to manipulate, but out of sheer vitality, enthusiasm, and sensitivity. If your innocence has been taken advantage of, the mature response is the resilient, bounce-back quality that's only ever strengthened by adversity. Mistakes made out of innocence are natural and the building blocks of wisdom to come. There's no point in regretting mistakes. It will only feed the defensive armor of the ego. Above all, remember that life is a moment-to-moment flowering, not some problem to be solved. When you live in the here and now, there's nothing to defend. I got a tattoo here that says, "Be here now." Everywhere you look, there's an opportunity for wonder. All that is required is that you look through the innocent eyes of a child. So bottom line, here are the changes. Maybe you resonate with all of them. Maybe you resonate with one of them. Maybe you resonate with two of them. Okay, bottom line, line 1. Relaxing into the flowing quality of change will support your ability to respond spontaneously and with the right timing. You can trust in your heart to see you through these times, and the heart is always on the side of the spontaneous and real. Line 2. You are being given an opportunity to play a vital part in the now as it unfolds. Unburdened by motivations and plans for the future, you'll feel light and spontaneous in whatever you participate in. This experience of deep connectedness to the whole is awe-inspiring. Line 3. For many people, the idea of living spontaneously can be threatening to careful constructs that are designed to handle every problem that faces them from the cradle to the grave. The innocent person recognizes that it's natural to try to construct defenses against chaos and disorder, and it's just as natural that the scaffolding should collapse from time to time. Don't allow yourself to be shaken from what you know to be true, and you might just learn from the experience how to construct a better scaffold. Line 4. Human life has become a commodity that needs to be safeguarded against any possibility that the unexpected will happen. This attitude has been deeply conditioned into all of us by the collective mind. Remember that it has nothing to do with your basic innocent nature, so don't feel ashamed to be awkward or uncertain among people who seem to know what they're doing. The most important thing is that you stay close to your own true path and follow the dictates of your own heart. Line 5. Life is a gradual flowering that unfolds the unique potential of every being and unfailingly supports that uniqueness in realizing its divine nature. In the East, the realization of divine nature is called enlightenment. It's the return to innocence after a fall from grace. It is to be twice born, once as Gautama, then as Buddha, once as Jesus, then as Christ. The return to innocence is the birthright of every human that has ever been and will ever be nurtured by life on this earth. Trust that this inner unfolding will take you through the present times and let nature take its course. Top line, line 6. We can never be innocent when we're comparing ourselves to others. The mind compares out of its need to always be occupied and be the king of the castle. It rationalizes that without proper tactics, it can't win at the game of life. Better to do nothing right now than to lend any energy to a competitive or chaotic situation. There's no advantage in allowing yourself to get caught up in a stampeding crowd, even if you could manage to stay on your feet and avoid getting trampled. So much goodness there, so much when we think about just the general society that we're in right now. I think one of the beautiful reasons that I know that I came in during this very special and unprecedented time in history is because we have the ability to be part of a revolution silently, quietly, just by adding love, emanating love. We can show up at the protest. That would be great to be at the protest with the sign and be campaigning and protesting and all of those things. But not everybody has the nervous system to do those kind of things or the desire to do those kind of things. Sometimes instead of fighting hate, we just desire to be in the emanation of love. And so right now, the world that we live in allows us to be advocates for love, for justice, by using these little devices here and sharing our perspective, the way that we are experiencing life, the art and the beauty that we emanate gets to go out into this ripple, into this tapestry, and we get to weave more love. So this is what Mary Magdalene says in the gospel about returning non-love with love. Even while we see chaos and frenetic energy, we can actually just accept that it's here. We can lean into it. We can hold it lightly. We can be like a mother to a child, seeing everybody through the eyes, like you're looking at everybody who's just a baby, who's just emerged. What a different world this would be if everybody could look at one another like goddess wrapped in human form, or like the divine child that's just been reborn, that's just seeing everything for their very first eyes, like you are for the very first time. Sending you so much love. Namaste.